Hi everyone, welcome to the vlog. So I wanted to share with you my 5 a.m. morning routine. I wake up at 5 o'clock every day. I work East Coast hours from home and I live on the West Coast in California. So my workday begins at 6 a.m. So I've been doing this for over a year now, and that entire time I had convinced myself that my mornings were not mine because I had to start working at 6 a.m. But I recently read, or I should say reread, a book that was written by a friend of mine and former colleague. Wait, I'll show it to you, hold on. So I just reread this book for the second time. So it's called Do, Walk, Navigate Earth, Mind, and Body Step by Step by Libby DeLena. So this book is a lot about routine and habit forming, but also just the transformative nature of doing the simple practice of walking. So every morning for I think like 10 years, the author has gotten up and taken a morning walk. And she's walked 25,000 miles, which is the equivalent of the circumference of the Earth. So this book really is about walking and forming the habit of walking and why that in particular is so transformative. But what I took away from it, especially the second time I read it, was more about the power that the morning holds and how sacred the morning is and how important it is to hold that time of your day to be really sacred. So I felt really inspired after reading this to kind of take back my mornings and like reinvent my mornings, because I do get up at 5 o'clock and I don't technically need to start working until 6 o'clock most days. So there's an hour in there. And up until this point, I've spent that hour like pressing snooze or reading emails or scrolling Instagram, just like getting ready for the day. But it doesn't have to be that way. So that's a long intro to say that I want to share my 5 a.m. morning routine with you. And right now it is 8:33 p.m. You might be saying, Rebecca, why are you starting your video about your 5 a.m. morning routine at 8:33 p.m.? Great question. One of the biggest things that I found is that my success in the morning and being able to carve time out for myself in the morning really starts the night before. So if I wake up in the morning and I've left a mess the night before, it completely derails my morning. Either it doesn't put me in a mindset to want to focus on myself and my time, or it derails me in the way that like I'll start cleaning instead of doing whatever I wanted to do for myself. So every night before I go to bed, I do a few things. I make sure the kitchen is clean, that the living room is picked up, and I usually do a little sweep of the floors. Sometimes I skip that last one just depending on how dirty the floors are, but they're dirty today, so I'm definitely going to do that. All right, I'm going to get going. It's already a little later than it usually is. I like to be in bed usually by like 9:30, 10 o'clock at the latest, since I do get up at 5 o'clock. So let's get going. Oh, by the way, I will link to this down below. It's a really good book. Let me actually read you the quote that inspired me when I was like, yes, I need to change my mornings. This quote right here by David White. It says, "The moment of waking is an incredible opportunity, and it's quite a tragedy if you go straight to your to-do list." And that's what I've been doing for like more than a year. Wake up and go immediately to a to-do list. So feeling inspired, let's get going. All right, so I gotta clean up from dinner. We had like little burrito salads, so some rice and beans and avocado. I gotta put all this stuff away. We got some dishes to wash, some dishes to put away. I also need to finish drinking my water for the day. I usually like to be done by now because otherwise I have to get up and go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, but I didn't finish yet, so gotta drink that. And then I just wanna tidy up in the living room a little bit, put some of that stuff away. I don't know what happened. All the pillows are everywhere on the couch, put some of that stuff away. Just a general tidy of the house. We are done. Living room is picked up. Kitchen is clean. Oh, we're doing a bad job with the water though. Hang on. Okay, water is going. Dishes are done, kitchen is clean, and it is 9:03. Okay, that took me longer than normal, I think, because I was trying to film it. That took exactly 30 minutes. It usually takes me more like 15 or 20 minutes. But now everything is cleaned up and ready for me to have some space and time for myself in the morning. Jeps, what are you doing? You want to play? Okay, here. Oh. Ready? Whoa. Ready? Go get it. Alright, I'm just going to play with this cute little doggo a little bit, take a shower, and I will see you bright and early tomorrow morning.
Hard to see from the moment we arrive. Cornelia, you are one who will survive. When times
Good morning. Oh, look who's just waking up. So the first thing I do in the morning is drink a bunch of water, and I like to leave it pretty dark in here, let myself kind of gradually wake up. I turned on a light just because I couldn't see anything to film, but usually I just have the candle light, and I do just a little bit of movement and a little bit of meditation, and that could literally be just 10 minutes, and just that little bit of time makes a huge difference. So I'm gonna go for like maybe 15 or 20 minutes. I have a meeting right at 6 a.m. this morning, so I don't have a lot of time because I want to make sure that I'm dressed and I brush my hair and stuff like that before that meeting. So I'm gonna try and squeeze in about 20 minutes of movement, and I keep it super simple. I put on yoga leggings, but I keep like the stuff that I slept in. I don't even roll out a mat, I just move on the floor. So keeping it super simple, it doesn't have to be anything fancy. But I've actually found that the little ritual of lighting the candle helps me follow through with the movement part. So if I say to myself, all you gotta do is get up and put on some leggings and light a candle, I do just that, and then I feel like set up and like I wanna move around. Okay, I gotta get going. Let's move.
it's all too late. You wonder why. It's a struggle and a strive, but don't you agree? With beating hearts, we're still alive. There comes a time when all you have is who you love. All I'm thinking of. It don't mean a thing what shape or form that you're in, the place you're from, the wealth or the color of your skin. When all you have burns to the sky, it's all too late, and you wonder why.
So it is 5:40. That took me a little bit longer just because I was like setting up the camera and stuff. But I do like to get dressed. I'll be totally honest, sometimes I leave my leggings on and just change my shirt. So I'm gonna put on an outfit, brush my hair. My God, Whose idea was it to film my face at 5 a.m.? Brush my hair, I usually put on a little mascara, and I try and drink this whole first liter of water before 6. So, got a little ways to go, but I'll work on it. I have 20 minutes. All right, we are dressed, hair is brushed. I just put on this little onesie that's like the easiest outfit. So let's go in. Oh, the office is dark. It's still very dark out. I can see the sun a little bit starting to rise. Oh, you can't see it yet. Hold on, let's get a light on. There we go. So welcome to my office. I'm gonna turn this little space heater on for a little while too. It's cold in here. So the office is also the dog playroom and the laundry room, but that's okay, it works for me. So I actually got this standing desk contraption a couple months ago and I love it. It makes my body feel so much better to stand all day rather than sit down. So for the last couple minutes before my 6 o'clock meeting, looks like I have about 5 minutes left. I'm just gonna make a quick to-do list. I've been using this Remarkable, which I am also obsessed with. I think I'm gonna review it in a future video. But instead of using a notebook, I'm using this. I don't even know what to call it. It's not like an iPad. It's just a place to take notes, and like the feeling of it feels like you're writing on paper. You can export your notes and I'll turn it into type, and you can email it to yourself. It's just like, it's been a really great tool for keeping organized and not having just like a bunch of pieces of paper and notebooks, and it makes it really easy to take notes. So I'm gonna do a little to-do list on here, and then we'll hop into our first meeting of the day. All right, that first meeting is done, but I just wanted to share with you my favorite part about getting up at 5 a.m. Oh, that sunrise. So good. All right. I did manage to finish my first water, so let's give this a refill. It's like 7:40 and I'm coming to find Gypsy because usually, oh, are you warming yourself in front of the heater? Usually she comes and gets me at 7 so that she can have breakfast, but she didn't come get me today. Aren't you hungry? For the record, it's like 50 degrees, but she's still parked in front of the heater. Gyps, do you want breakfast? Yeah? Okay. So somewhere around this time I usually make myself this little tea blend. So this is ashwagandha, cacao, some lion's mane, and a couple other mushrooms, cinnamon, and then I just boil some water and heat up a little oat milk and make this delicious little mixture. I just started using this Focus blend from Four Sigmatic and I really like it. But I don't drink caffeine. I used to drink way too much caffeine and had to scale back. But this does give me like a little bit of brightness and a little bit of clarity, which I really like. So I really like this blend. The adaptogens and the ashwagandha and the mushrooms and the cacao, the whole thing just makes me feel really good. All right, it is like 9:42. I am going to make some breakfast. So I don't really have like a routine around breakfast, to be honest. I kind of eat it whenever I have a break between meetings. Today it happens to be at 9:42 a.m. So I'll usually do like an apple and peanut butter or some oats. I've been making this like savory quinoa salad for breakfast. But today I'm doing a Daily Harvest smoothie. So not sponsored at all, but I did find a discount code like somewhere on the internet to get a really deep discount for your first delivery of Daily Harvest. So they send you these frozen cups of like fruits and vegetables and powders and superfoods and like all sorts of things, and you fill it up with like milk or water or whatever you want the liquid to be, and then you just like dump it in and blend it. It's super easy, which is what attracted me to it, but also because you can order like all different kinds, and so you can eat lots of different kinds of foods, which is really healthy for your gut. Because when I make a smoothie, I make the same smoothie all the time. So I tried this. I probably wouldn't pay full price for it, but it was like a nice special treat to get it kind of cheap. So this one today is strawberry banana peach, raspberry oats, and goji berries. And I did half water and half oat milk. Blend that up. Ooh, that's good. Oh, it's kind of like tangy with the raspberries. All right, that's it for this week's video. Thank you for keeping me company this morning. And if nothing else, I hope this video inspired you to rethink about your mornings and find any little moments. It can be very small amount of time, 1-2 minutes, to take care of yourself. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next Tuesday. Bye, everyone.